Hey, what's up guys? Episode number 5. If you're looking for a really slick way to get from the top of the neck to the bottom of the neck, or vice versa, this is a pretty fun one to check out. However, here are the 3 atoms to work with. The very first one is going to be the picking. Obviously, once again, we're going to talk about picking. The next one is the pattern, and this one will be hopefully a little bit kind of interesting, as we'll touch on some of the harmony involved with it as well. And then finally, being predictive in our movements. So, to go over the picking initially, this pattern, it involves inside picking basically the entire time, and it's the same pattern all the way until we get down to the bottom of the end. And with this pattern, you'll notice that anytime we're going from the upper string to the lower string, that always leaves us with that upstroke, and then going into the next string, we have to be stuck once again in that area of, like for the E and the B string, what does it feel like in that position? It typically sucks. So to get around that, making sure that we stay in one position with our wrist, that can be incredibly helpful on minimizing any extraneous effort of trying to actually, go around it. And this is much easier than being forced to do this in reverse, where you have to do outside picking. So inside picking is typically a quicker way to get around something. So next with the pattern is based out of the Hirajoshi scale, and we're just making a few minor adjustments to it just to make it a little bit more interesting and exotic. So if you're into exotic stuff, this is very much a scale you want to try to play with. And it sounds that way because of the relationship between the C natural to the F sharp, which is a tritone. So and so you can get that type of sound from those relationships. And so we're just taking a couple octaves of the same run. So like here is this, position 1. It occurs again here. It occurs again here. And the same thing kind of happens with the next shape from the top of it. So this shape. And it happens with a slight alteration, and we're going to get into harmonic minor out of E. And that's just for some added color. And then we have a similar thing happen with the A. And so a little bit of chromaticism to lead us down. And then it's once again the top 2 shapes occurring down here. And then finally, big ol' stretch. And I'll talk about how to, help yourself with that in a moment. And then of course, that's when our picking changes as well as our actual pattern for the first time. And that's essentially how you get through the pattern. And so break it up into sections. So this would be one, this shape would be the next, that shape would be the next, this shape would be the next, and just work through it that way. So every group of 6 is its own shape. And that'll just help you hopefully identify where you need to go, and also pay attention to which one is an octave of the other. Finally, the prediction. And so with prediction, what I mean by that is always thinking about the next note that you have to play. Not just staying in one position and playing, and then like, oh shit, I have to move. We don't want to be in that situation. We want those notes to be totally even when we transition. Like that. And so what I'm actually thinking about when this occurs is my first finger starts already stretching, and then I can move the rest of my hand over. So as I'm on that lost note of that shape, I start making that stretch. And it's very evident down here when we're playing almost towards the end of the entire pattern. To here, getting to that C, that's a big stretch. It's also happening very quickly. And so getting to it can be an absolute nightmare. And so as soon as I play the B natural there, my first finger starts moving closer, and then I can move my entire hand over. So think about prediction in basically every area of your playing. It doesn't just occur when you have to make bigger jumps or bigger stretches. It's very important to always just think ahead of what you're about to play. So hopefully this lick provides you some fun. If you want the tabs, go ahead to my website, sign it. You'll get the tabs from signing up, and it'll be able to go to your email, and you'll also be able to join the members area where all of the atomic licks are posted, and you'll be able to study them at your leisure. Take care, and I'll see you guys next week.